Welcome back to Soda City Live. It is Be Well Wednesday, and we are joined by the fitness guru, James Patrick. Always good to see you every week, friend. How you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm doing great because I'm excited about what we're discussing today.
Absolutely.
We're not working out today because James always tells us when it comes to your health, it doesn't necessarily just require you to pick up a weight. Sometimes you got to think mentally as well. And you're such a big advocate for mental health. But today we're talking about ways to alleviate stress and how you benefit from that. So we'll jump right into it, James. I know we're going into the springtime and summertime. And while we would like to think these are relaxing months, sometimes you can just be stressed and overwhelmed with what comes with that.
Absolutely. I mean, between the kids going on spring break, tax season, decluttering your home, stress can be a real visible everyday thing. Mind you guys, April is Stress and Management Awareness Month. So
Okay, nice.
that's really something to think about, take into consideration. We also need to consider that there's a silver lining in stress, that there are good stresses as well. I mean, really good stresses. I mean, whether you're, picking out a new route to go to the park, or whether you're looking for, new furniture for your home, or whether you're like me and you like to go to World Market once a week and find your favorite new wine. Those are all good stressors. Yeah. So it teaches us mental cognition, and among other things, it helps us to understand the world around us by teaching us more about ourselves.
I love how you said they're good stressors, and you also talk about ways that you can be flexible cognitively.
Absolutely. And some of those ways include understanding the space around you. Being aware of your breath is one way. You don't always have to have a response to your stressors right then and there. Oftentimes, having a lot of stressors or having a major stressor in your life can create that fight or flight syndrome.
Right.
So it's really important to be mindful of your breath. Be mindful of the fact that you're in the present, and maybe you can't control it right now, but there are steps to meet yourself on that event horizon so you can see yourself through.
And you talk about healthy coping mechanisms, and you actually have 3 to point out for our viewers, if we can bring you back on camera, because I want people to make sure that they get their notes and jot this down. 3 helpful tips.
Absolutely. 3 helpful tips. So number 1, mind your words and own your words. Own your words. Make sure that you're understanding what you're saying when you're responding to your stressors, even when you're talking to yourself. Number 2, make sure that you're controlling your breathing.
What does that mean?
Well, being in control of your breath means that a lot of times when we're talking, which I'm sure you've seen when you're interviewing people, sometimes they hold their breath.
Yeah.
And sometimes that really cuts off the circulation and flow and allows their digestive system, their nervous system to relax into the conversation, because there's a nervousness going on. So we're not gonna breathe. There's so much excitement there. So if we take a moment and just inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, and just breathe into the conversation, breathe into your thoughts, and allow yourself the spaciousness to feel your feels and dissect those.
And then you also talk about being mindful of your body language. What do you mean by that?
Oh my goodness. Well, so I'm really big on body language. I think we all have a deep sonar from when we're sitting across somebody. We can tell if their body language is welcoming or if it's telling us to stay 5 feet away from me. And so
back.
Give me 50. And so it's very important for us to understand when we're in control of our breath, we can be in control of our bodies and how our bodies are responding, relaxing the shoulders, making sure that you're not tensing the neck by leaning forward, not closing in on yourself. Being relaxed in your digestive system, in your core, is going to really help you to be more cognitive of your feelings, your emotions, and your responses.
All good tips. You talk about breathing, you talk about body language, and I don't think about those being ways to manage stress. And then you really wrap this up and put a bow on it with the acronym MOVE, which we have listed for our reviewers as well. Move to manage stress. Break this down for us.
Well, listen, we start with the M. I mean, of course, we're going to be moving. And when I say move, I don't just mean the acronym. I mean to physically get up and move. And oftentimes we internalize our stressors, so it's good to sort of expel that energy in order to sort of declutter your mind. So move with mindfulness, and that movement doesn't have to look like anything in specific. Observance goes into observing yourself and the world around you, visualizing your victory, seeing yourself on the other side of your victory. It's so important to see yourself, visualize who you are and how strong you are in that point, and empowering yourself, speaking to yourself, affirming to yourself, looking in the mirror and confirming that you know who you are and what you're capable of.
And that's on period.
On period.
I love it. it. Move to manage your stress. James, thank you so much for coming on the show. Those are all helpful tips. Move, remember to breathe, body language, use your words, all great things that we need to carry with us day to day. We'll see James back here next week for another Be Well Wednesday segment. Until then, stay tuned. We have much more Soda City Live after this.
Well Wednesday is sponsored by Lexington Medical Center. As the only local independent hospital in the Midlands, we're here to care for you whenever you need us. Be well.